Good evening. Jailed for life. The spurned lover who killed a black country music producer and dumped his body in the boot of his own car. Tanveer Iqbal was a rising star of Punjabi music who was brutally murdered by his mistress for ending their affair. The judge said Zatoon Bibi's manipulative behaviour was breathtaking. As it emerged, she enticed her ex-husband and teenage son to carry out the plot with her. Our Black Country reporter Ben Godfrey was at Birmingham Crown Court.
Tanveer Iqbal was 33, a DJ and producer and well known on the Punjabi music scene.
He had a smile on his face, always welcoming, and I never heard him or ever saw him look glum about anything.
He was an apparently happily married man with 2 children, but he was having an affair with 37-year-old Zatoon Bibi. When he ended it, she was a woman scorned. There and then, she decided she would kill him.
A pathological liar, I would describe her as, and hasn't really ever been able to tell the truth to anybody about anything. And in fact, to this moment now, I'm still not sure what the truth is as far as she's concerned.
Bibi convinced her ex-husband Gul Nawaz and their then 15-year-old son Kashim Nawaz to deliver her plans. This is Poundland in Albury. CCTV cameras show Gul Nawaz buying rope, gaffer tape, gloves and a SIM card. The judge called it a murder kit. Zatoon Bibi lured Tanveer Iqbal here to a home in Bartley Green. She told him she had a cake for him for his birthday. CCTV shows his car pulling onto the drive, but within an hour he'd been strangled and his body had been stuffed inside a cardboard box, usually kept for a widescreen television. With Tanveer's body in the boot, watch as his car is driven away by Bibi under the cover of darkness. Tanveer is later reported missing, and a family member spots his car the following day in Edgbaston and calls the police.
Each person that was involved within the murder have all had their own individual jobs and roles to conduct whilst in the planning stages of the murder. Great lengths were gone to try and disguise exactly what happened.
Here's Bibi in disguise after dumping her lover's body. She was jailed for life and will serve a minimum of 27 years. Gul Nawaz a minimum of 25. Reporting restrictions were lifted in the public interest to identify their son, who received 6 years detention. A teenage girl will be sentenced this week after admitting perverting the course of justice. Tanveer Iqbal's family told us they can never understand how someone can have so much poison and hatred towards their brother. Ben Godfrey, BBC Midlands Today, Birmingham Crown Court.
And Ben's in Smethwick for us tonight. It's a tangled web, Ben, to say the least, isn't it?
It is, Nick. This is high-tech music. This is where Tanveer worked with his brothers, managing a record label here in Cape Hill. And this was where he was last sighted before he went missing and fell into Zatoon Bibi's trap. You know, many people I've spoken to over the recent months have been astounded by this complex love triangle that Tanveer was involved in. You know, it emerged in court that he's actually the biological father of 2 of Zatoon Bibi's children. Gul Nawaz actually discovered this by chance by opening up Bibi's wardrobe and finding in a plastic bag DNA test results. In court, Bibi was presented as a serial manipulator of men, one who would stoop so low as to get their own teenage son involved in a murder on her behalf. You know, police recorded conversations of Bibi before the trial, telephoning her son, trying to get him to stick to and also change the story before they went to trial. This case has caused ructions in this local community. The jury took 7 hours to deliberate and realise Bibi had presented a pack of lies.
Ben, thank you. An 81-year-old